Hello everybody, my name is Zaya from 48 Detailing. Thank you for joining us in today's video, and we're going to be going over our Charki Shitrani or tire dressing. Alright, this is a water-based dressing that's going to give your vehicle a nice medium sheen to high gloss sheen depending on what you're looking for. That's a really nice thing about this product, super versatile, but we're going to go in depth about Charki Shitrani and show you exactly how to use it on the 48 C8 sitting in the shop right now. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this product overview and how to of Charki Shitrani. Alright guys, so we're sitting on the ground next to the tire of our Corvette C8. Reason being is we're going to go over our tire dressing, Charki Shitrani. Now, first thing I want to talk about is this whole terminology of water-based dressings, okay? You hear it a lot. Our product is also water-based dressing, but what most other companies are not transparent about is that even water-based dressings have silicone in it. Reason being, silicone is a necessary compound in dressings to make sure that your tire and rubbers are nurtured and for the product to last a certain period of time on your vehicle. So our product is water-based, but it does have silicone in it to make sure we actually nurture the tire itself and make sure the product lasts a certain amount of time, okay? So with that in mind, talking about lasting, talking about durability, that's another key subject to be talking about. Reason being is because most people want their tire dressing to last freaking forever, okay? And I'm telling you here right now, that is not what you want, especially if you maintain your tires and your vehicle properly. You see, I wash my vehicles typically on a bi-weekly basis, all right? Same thing with a lot of our customers' vehicles as well. And the last thing I want is a tire dressing that's extremely difficult to take off the surface when I'm cleaning the tire and also continues to layer itself application after application, because what's going to happen is if your tire dressing is hard to take off and you don't completely remove it and you keep layering it on top of gunky tire dressing on top of gunky tire dressing, it's going to look disgusting after a few weeks to a few months, all right? I'm sure you've seen it before. Those tires, all the lettering, all the tread, just gunked up with this nasty slob of quote-unquote tire dressing, all right? So me personally, I want my tire dressing to last pretty much my maintenance frequency on the vehicle. So for example, if I'm washing my vehicle bi-weekly, I want my dressing to start to naturally dissipate around that 1.5 to 2 week time frame. So when I get to cleaning my tires, it becomes a very easy process to remove that old dressing and have a fresh rubber to apply my dressing to on again. All right, so it minimizes the amount of work you have to do and gives you a better overall finish when your tire dressing is actually pretty easy to remove and almost naturally removes itself after a few weeks, okay? So that is a really great thing about Charki Shitrani. You're gonna get about 1.5 to 2 weeks out of this product depending on how you drive your vehicle. Now, in the 16-ounce format, it comes out pretty much ready to use in my favorite dilution, about 4:1, okay? Which is gonna give you a medium shine to your tire. I don't know about you, but you know, some cars, I think that glazed donut look looks great, but on others, not so much. On a car like this, I think a medium shine looks great, especially with the rims and tires that we have currently, okay? But the cool thing is, you could pick up a gallon size, which comes in a full concentrate formulation. So if you use it out of the gallon, it's like a really creamy, thick consistency. That is gonna give you a super high gloss shine to it, all right? Because it's a full concentrate. This product, I do still recommend to dilute. You dilute it around 4:1, 3:1, you're gonna get a nice medium shine. But that's the benefit about buying it in the gallon in a concentrate format. You can dilute it to your heart's desires and you get a lot more product, a lot more bang for your buck. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start applying Charki Shitrani to the Corvette C8 over here. We have it sectioned off in a few sections, just so you could take a look on how the different finishes are going to be from a ready-to-use 16-ounce bottle to a full concentrate from our gallon-size format over here that we have in the spare bottle and sprayer, okay? So we got a couple applicator pads just to make sure we don't do any cross-contamination. I'm going to go ahead and shake up my bottle. I'm going to spray on the section I'm going to apply with, okay? And then I'm going to go over here and start applying it to the section over here. So one thing about Charki Shitrani, it is going to go on a little wet. especially in the 4-to-1 dilution, okay? And what I like to do, I like to get the first inside tread covered as well and completely spread that into the surface, all right? It's gonna go on a little bit high gloss. You can flip to another side and kind of damp off all the excess in the tread, which I like doing. And after a few minutes, this is actually gonna be dry to the touch, okay? That's a really nice thing about it. Nice even spread. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our other applicator pad, shake this up. You can see how much thicker that is compared to what we had over here on this applicator. Give you a spray at 4-to-1 at full concentrate right there. And that's a lot. I put a lot of product on both these applicator pads, but we'll give it a go, especially for the section size we're working on. You can see how much thicker that is over here on this section. Again, I'm going to take care of that interior tread to give us a nice even finish all the way through. And I'm going to go ahead and damp out any excess that's in the tread. And then just a light application again. There you go. So we're going to let that sit for a second, and we're going to come back to and see the difference in finish in just a few moments. Our 4-to-1 dilution, our full strength dilution, and completely naked virgin tire at the bottom. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and pull off the tape real quick just so you guys can see the difference between these two applications. All right? And then also that natural rubber at the bottom. It's been about 3 minutes since the application itself. You have your ready-to-use formulation out of the 16 ounce. You have your full concentrate over here, if that is your preference for that type of look. And then you have your natural finish all the way to the bottom. Now, the great thing about this is the ready-to-use formulation, after a few minutes, you can take your finger, rub it on the surface. It is completely dry. As you can see, there is nothing coming off on my hand, nice and clean. The full concentrate will take longer, of course, to go ahead and cure. But even now, after 3 minutes, it's really not that bad. There's minimal amount coming out of my finger. And you can see the full concentrate does take a little bit longer to naturally level out on the tire, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a tire in full concentrate. I'm gonna cover this whole thing in full concentrate, and then we'll do the ready to use on the other side, and then also just a completely naked natural tire, and we'll do a nice close-up shot on each one of those for you to look at, okay? Here is another application of our full concentrate over here. And again, this is not my personal preference. I feel like this is a bit overkill just because of how concentrated the solution is. Again, there's not that many dressings on the market that are water-based like ours that can be diluted up to 4-to-1, 5-to-1, and even 8-to-1 if you want to use it on interior surfaces as well, because it is safe on interior surfaces too, such as rubber floor mats and things of that nature. Even a 10-to-1 dilution you can utilize on areas such as plastics and things like that. So, and here is another application of our ready-to-use formulation in the 16-ounce bottle. You can see the difference in application as well. This does go on a little bit smoother. It spreads a lot easier as well. So you can get a little bit more of an even application compared to full strength. Again, full strength is not how we developed it to go onto a tire. We do recommend diluting it, but if you do want that higher gloss, thicker finish, you could do that as well, just a little bit more work involved. So those are just a few examples and a few dilutions on a few types of tire compounds on our Charki Shitrani tire dressing. Now, like stated before, my favorite is the ready to use. That's why we got the 16 ounce and the dilution that it's in, because it gives you a nice medium shine. Now, let's say you bought the 16 ounce, you put it on, you still want a little bit more pop, let it dry, and then go ahead and come back with a second layer. That's gonna get you closer to kind of that full strength effect of the concentrate in gallon size formats. Now keep in mind, if you get the gallon and you want to use a full strength, you want that glazed donut type of look, you're gonna have to work it in a little bit more. It's a little bit more effort. It wasn't meant to be used as a full strength concentrate on a tire. Even though it can, you want to make sure you apply it and level it properly, let it sit a bit longer than the ready to use formulation, and then you're set to go. Now, one thing to keep in mind, guys, this is actually going to be the most important part, so hold off before you end the video on me, is your prep. All right, a lot of companies do not talk about this. How you prep your tire, how clean that tire is before the application is not only going to affect how it applies, but the look of the dressing, and then also the durability and if that dressing is going to sling on the paint or not. If you have a dirty tire, if you have a tire with a bunch of old gunked up dressing on it, your new application of dressing will not bond properly and will most likely be slung on your paint rather than staying on your tire, okay? You want to make sure you prep your tires properly. And the way you can do that is with a really great wheel and tire cleaner like our Charki Temiz. You can check out a link in the description below. We also have a video on that product showing you in detail on how it performs. But yes, tire prep is just as important as a product in the application process as well. So guys, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, click the link in the description below if you want to check out this product online, or come in person at one of our shops and see it in person. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the comment section or give us a call. But thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of the day.